What's up, my homies and fellow NFT collectors? Today's video is going to be a top 10 list of the most highly anticipated drops coming to the VeVe app that have either been officially announced or teased in the past. This list includes some recently announced licenses, some licenses that we've seen in the past that you probably forgot about, and a couple new ones that I've found while researching this video. So let's get right into it. Let's get to the number 10 IP on our list. So first up, we're going to have to go way back to a David Yu Instagram post from almost 2 years ago where he posted a video of his VeVe vault, and we saw a few NFTs in there that weren't on the app yet and still aren't today. So number 10 on our list are these two Unicornos that are in David Yu's vault but aren't on the app yet. I tried to do a little research to find out what their names were, but I couldn't find them myself. Maybe if you're a Unicorno expert, you might know. And I'm assuming that we're still going to see these NFTs on the app pretty soon. Next up is number 9. Number 9 is from that same video on David Yu's Instagram post from a couple years ago, and you can see in that same shot where you got a DC Bombshell, and that's Black Canary. Black Canary is a DC comic superhero whose superpower is the Canary Cry, which allows her to create ultrasonic vibrations whenever she screams. And you can see here that that DC Bombshell NFT already exists in a physical version, so I do expect another DC Bombshells drop on VeVe one day, and it will probably include this superhero. Number 8 on the list is a bit controversial. It's the blue and white VeVe logos, and I do believe that promo codes were given out to users at the DesignerCon kickoff party earlier this year, but they haven't been able to cash those in and get those NFTs yet. Those NFTs aren't on the app, but you can assume that they're going to get released pretty soon. Alright, let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is another license that we've known about for a while, and we've seen a couple NFTs and videos of vaults in the past, but we haven't seen them on the app yet. It's the Monster Hunter brand. And Monster Hunter is a very popular video game with several different versions, and I think these NFTs are going to do pretty well when they drop on the app because you can already see from the previews that they look great. Number 6 is the French car manufacturer Citroën, and we've seen a Medium article released already announcing the Citroën partnership. And if you look deep enough into some of those press releases about the Citroën partnership with VeVe, you'll see that it also includes NFTs from DS automobiles. So not only will we see concept cars from Citroën, we'll also see NFTs from DS automobiles. And the Citroën Vice President of Content is quoted as saying that this is just the beginning. We're sure that this partnership will lead to new ambitious projects in the near future, which could mean Citroën vehicles that were able to race against other vehicles in the VeVeverse at some point in the future. Alright, moving on to number 5 on our list. Number 5 is the recent big announcement that Lamborghini NFTs are coming to the VeVe app. Everybody's heard of the Lamborghini brand, some of the nicest looking and fastest vehicles in the world, but of course these won't be the first Lamborghinis on the blockchain. Lamborghini already has an NFT project that came out in September of this year. But one of the most exciting parts of having Lamborghini on the VeVe app is the fact that we're going to be able to race our vehicles in the VeVeverse in the future, and everybody wants to be able to race a Lamborghini. Next up is number 4. Number 4 on our list is going to be the Batmobile, and if you remember, this Batmobile has been teased before in the past from David Yu's Instagram and a couple other videos that we've seen over a year ago. That the Batmobile NFT for VeVe has already been created, it already exists, we're just waiting for that drop. And I believe it's associated with the GMC license. The Batmobile vehicle we've seen teased so far is the 1966 version. But there are lots of different versions of the Batmobile, and you never know which other ones could get dropped on the VeVe app as well. Alright, let's move on to number 3 on our list. Number 3 is a big artist that everybody's pumped about coming to VeVe. It's the recent announcement that we're going to have Banksy NFTs on the app. There is, however, a little bit of controversy in the community about this license. Some people won't consider them official Banksy NFTs, and other people will. I think the popularity of them and the value will depend on the edition sizes, but because it's art, I expect edition sizes to be low and for it to be a really popular drop. Next up, we got the number 2 license on my list. And number 2 is an announcement that we got last year about the true likeness of the Bill and Ted characters coming to the VeVe app. When I showed this list to my homies and my Discord server, they didn't agree with the number 2 placement of this drop, but I feel like the true likeness of Keanu Reeves is going to be a huge deal, and that this drop could get some national attention and be worth more than some people are expecting. Alright, before we get to our number 1 license on my list, I've got a bonus one for you here. In the recent VeVe'verse reveal at the DesignerCon event, we saw Dan Crothers going through his showroom in virtual reality. We saw a couple NFTs in there that we haven't seen on the app yet. And the first one, of course, were those rabbit grin bunnies that were really big at the front of the entrance. And we've heard David Yu talk about those before. We do expect those to come to the app with physical counterparts, but if you watch the video just a little bit further, you're going to see a blue and white Lincoln deck board on the wall that we haven't seen dropped on the app yet. And we're not sure if that's going to be an airdrop. I know the homie Duck and Cover noticed it as well. Or it could be from another future drop that we're going to get from the Lincoln Deck Company. And that brings us to number 1. And in my opinion, the number 1 most anticipated drop coming to VeVe is The Little Prince. The Little Prince is a book that was written back in 1943 and has sold over 140 million copies. To put that in perspective, the first Harry Potter book sold about 120 million, so The Little Prince is considered one of the best-selling books in history. I think The Little Prince is going to be a huge drop and could bring national attention to VeVe, and it's a whole new vertical that could bring in a whole new set of collectors as well. Alright guys, that's my list of the top 10 most anticipated drops coming to VeVe. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a happy holidays. See you next time. Later.